Hey guys, how's it going? Good morning. Let me set up this room real quick and then we can get started. Looks like the YouTube's running a little slow today. Try to upload this video. It took like 10 minutes for it to get started. So let me just let me just get everything set up and then I think we should be, good to go. Let's get this going over here. That's good. Meanwhile, I'll get the Zoom link out to you guys real quick. Here is the Zoom link. I got that sent out to you guys. All right, looks like everything's pretty much good to go for the most part. Let me just get this going over here. And I'll get out the YouTube link, so it should be good. Morning, Smokes. Morning, Kenny. Morning, Ryan. Morning, Peter. Morning, everybody. All right, cool. So morning, everybody. Let me send this YouTube link out real quick, and then we can get started. Let's analyze US 30 real quick to identify the technical bias. It looks like a lot of you guys locked in a lot of profit overnight, especially William. I'll show you guys everyone's profits from this evening or from last night up until this morning, so that you guys can see what people were trading and what were people profiting on. There was some pretty nice profit that was made from last night till now. So that posted right there. Cool. Link sent out over there. Should be good. All right, links are all sent out. Let me just check out the US 30 real quick. Let's see what's going on over here. So looking at the 10-minute over here, we have a, I guess it's indecisive right now. It's somewhat of a bullish bias, but nice. Yeah, Roy said some of us late afternoon. Yeah, no, definitely. For you guys over there in the UK, I think it's almost afternoon for you guys there. And then some of you guys also in Australia, you guys are like, it's like 3 a.m. I think over there for you guys. So yeah, definitely welcome everybody from everywhere. Looking at US 30 real quick. Looks like the trend meter is red, but it looks like it's coming back down. So the bias might be for a sell. I'll look over at the 3-minute over here has a, let me just rewind this. Here on the 3-minute, this is it's bullish right now, but it looks like it's starting to swing to a bearish bias right here as well as it's swinging down. Trend meter is green, but the price is swinging below the pivots, so that might be shifting. Same with the 1-minute over here, it's already shifted. So it looks like everything is starting to shift into a bearish bias, which is fine. Market still has about 8 minutes till open. So for the technical side, it's kind of indecisive. There's no one way right now. Looks like on the 10-minute, it's starting to shift to a bearish bias. On the 3-minute, it has a current bullish bias, but it looks like if this turns bearish, the 3 minutes to follow, it'll be bearish as well. So we'll see where it goes from that point. And then lastly, for the 1-minute over here, it has a bearish bias over here. So the bears are outweighing the bulls on technical analysis over here, but I mean, there's no guarantee it's going to go in that direction, right? We're going to wait for the market to open, give us that confirmation. For the news this morning, looks like there's just the Bank of Canada rate statement, which is going to come out at 7. I don't think this is going to affect us very much. At 7:30, we have the crude oil inventories. And then at 10:01, we have a 10-year bond auction. So we have some news this morning, nothing too crazy, but we still have news. So just keep that in mind, right? There's no guarantee things are going to go one way or the other. We just got to wait for the market to give us hints as to what's going to happen. So let me just refresh this real quick. Pre-market, the Dow is down 4 points, S&P's up, NASDAQ's up, and oil is up. The 10-year bond is is down, or the 10-year yield. It's down, but it's not down very much, right? It's only down not even a point. So this is all pre-market. We'll see what happens when the market actually opens. But like I mentioned, looking at the futures data over here, it's right down the middle. It's only a negative 3 points, so it's not very much of a drop there. So we'll be looking at that. We'll be looking back at the technicals over here, and then we'll see what the what price confirms once market opens in about 6 minutes. So let me just check this out real quick, and I'll show you what people were profiting last night. So looking at this over here, let me go to my saved messages. So last night looks like, or this morning actually, Mohammed, he was trading CAD CHF. He made 110 selling it. He did send his chart over here, so he did pretty good last night. He took the sell right here, basically using the snipe strategy, right? He's sniping it. He's using the same 3-minute strategy we use for US 30 on CAD CHF. And it just goes to show that it works for other assets as well. So William over here, he was trading UK 100. He locked in almost 1,000 last night. So nice work, William. Shakui over here, he just joined K2 and he said, I know it's a little, but I covered my monthly subscription today. So he's subscribed to the strategies. This is his personal account. I taught him, he learned how to do what we're doing here, and he locked in about 200, a little over 300 right here with all of his trades for US 30 last night. He just signed up. He covered his subscription already. And that's what I mean about the subscription, right? It's cheap enough for you guys to cover the subscription with a few trades. But it's enough for you guys to take this trading thing seriously. Shakri, he barely learned the strategy yesterday, and he's already covered his subscription. So he's pretty much in profit now after using K2. Everything after this is profit. And he just started yesterday. So looking at Roland over here, he traded US 30 for some sells, made about 1,000 right there, 1,042. Nice work, Roland. He said, secured my profits for the day. Happy trading today, K2 fam. Let's see, Evartius, he was trading Bitcoin and XRP. He trades a lot of cryptos. So if you've seen Evartius, he's usually trading cryptos over the weekend. So yes, today he locked in 3,170. Over the weekend, he locked in a lot, I think like 17,000. He was trading like XRP all weekend. I'll show you his profits as well, because he's pretty consistent with the crypto. So I might have to talk to him to see what he's doing with the cryptos, because he's locking a ton of profit just trading that over the weekend. Romani over here, he locked in almost 1,000 over here, selling US 30. You guys can see everyone here is doing the same thing, right? Like everyone is like trading in the same direction because we're all applying the same strategy. So Roland over here, he locked in 1,000 selling US 30. Romani over here sold US 32 with the smaller lot size. He took more trades, but they're all green, right? Or they're all blue, no losses. So if you guys learn the strategy, you guys can do the same thing. Vincent over here sold a GCAD. He made about 212 last night. Romanio before his initial posting over here, he made about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight wins for US 30. And then again over here, he tacked on about 3 more wins, so about 9 to 10 wins last night. And also Kelvin over here. Kelvin literally just joined us last week. He passed his FTMO in 5 days. Literally reached his profit target just like that, right? You can see right here, he went straight up, straight wins, maybe one small loss right here. And then he recovered and went all the way up from that point. So congrats to Kelvin over here passing your FTMO with us. I know you've only been with us for a few days, but big congrats to you. And then here are my profits from last night. I locked in 1,901. I did the same for 2 accounts because I have 2 accounts. Market volatility was lower, so I increased my lot size and I locked in some pretty nice profit last night. I only locked in about 10 pips each, but those 10 pips added up to about 1,000, almost 2,000 in profit. Then Romanio again last night. This is where he started with US 30. And Sisuk over here. Sisuk locked in about $100. He was just testing out some strategies. Me and the K2 admins were live yesterday in a private session. We were just going over strategies, making sure that we covered everything. And we have a new gold strategy that's possibly working out. Not sure if Ivan's in here, but Ivan's been working on this gold breakout strategy, similar to what we're doing with US 30. And it's been super nice. Yeah, Ivan is here. He's been showing me his stuff over here. Sorry, Ivan, I thought I responded to your messages. But yeah, Ivan's been working on a strategy here and he's been doing pretty well with the Dow 30 and especially gold. He's setting up, he's been working on this strategy for the gold. Jeff said, hurry up with the damn gold strategy, brother. Yeah, Jeff, maybe we'll look at it a little later. I know Ivan's been working on it. It's been pretty similar to what we've been doing with the breakout. See Deswell over here, he's up 5,408. He just sent his profits in. Nice work. He took some buys and some sells both ways. Nice work, Deswell. The Forex pilot over here is our K2 pilot here at K2. Nice work, man. That's a lot of profit to kick off the trading day. So yeah. All right, so those are the profits for today. We have about a minute till open. Looking at this right here, now our bias has changed to a bullish move for US 30. So it looks bullish over here on the 10-minute, it's bullish here on the 3-minute. It's also bullish here on the 1-minute. So it looks like we have a bullish bias here for the technical side. We're just now looking at the fundamental side to confirm that bullish move. If that bullish move is confirmed, then we'll be taking some buys off the breakout. So looking at this over here, we're going to wait for this to open. You can see there's no numbers changed right here because market is barely opening. Once it opens, we'll confirm that bullish move, and if it confirms it, then we'll take a buy entry over here. All right, so the market just opened. This is the first opening candle right here. We need this candle to close bullish. We also need the fundamentals to confirm the move. So right now, there's no confirmation yet, but we'll be looking at this to make sure. So we got about 35 seconds till this candle closes. Let's see, I'm just trying to zoom out a little bit. All right, so looking at the fundamental side over here, let me go ahead and see what's higher. Okay, so looking at this here, looks like the bulls are outweighing the bears. We're up 21 points. So the bias right now is somewhat bullish. It's not very bullish, but it is bullish. So what we'll be looking for is for this candle to close green. So it hasn't closed green yet. We're waiting for it to close green. If it does, then we'll take this for a buy. But we're waiting for that confirmation because we need that bullish confirmation on open for us to take this trade, because it is bullish here on the 10-minute. It's also bullish here on the 3-minute. And lastly, it's bullish here on the 1-minute. We just need this to close with a green bullish candle to take that trade. Looking at the actual index over here, the fundamentals are bullish. It's not very bullish, but for the most part, it is currently bullish right now. So it looks like it's just retracing down a little bit, but we'll have to wait for that confirmation. If it doesn't close bullish, then our bias might change to bearish. So we'll see where it goes from this point. But don't hop into anything yet, guys. Be patient, because what could be happening here is this would just be a fake out. So just be patient with the entry. Like if you guys remembered what we're looking for here, in order for us to have a strong bias on the fundamental side, we need this to be negative 100 or 100 points up, one or the other. That'll confirm the bias. But looking at this right now, this is, and we're just waiting for it. Because now if it's shifting down, that's completely fine, because then our bias can just shift to the downside, right? The main thing is that we didn't get trapped into this first candle over here, because obviously you can see from this point, price is indecisive. It's not really going one direction. It kind of shot up, then it shot down, and then it might shoot right back up. Who knows? Let's check out the IG sentiment. Let me just pull it up real quick. US 30 IG sentiment. Let's just see where all the retail traders are trading, because obviously we don't want to trade in their direction. All right, so 55% of people are short. It looks like market volatility is actually really low today. I mean, it was low yesterday. Usually we want this to be one-sided, above 60% or below 60% for the retail traders. Looking at the index over here, it's not really moving either. It's only negative 13 points, which is not very much. Looking at the actual index over here, I'll refresh this. Looks like we have, so it does look more red than green. Obviously, you can see Goldman Sachs is down about 3 points. Caterpillar is down 2 points. Boeing's down 2 points. JP Morgan's down 1 point. Travelers is down 1 point. Looking on the green side, United Health is up 1.6 points. It's going to be outweighed by Goldman Sachs. Same with Salesforce and Procter & Gamble. So it does look bearish right now on the fundamental side, but you guys can see right here, the numbers just keep changing, right? It goes from +3 to negative 20 to positive 20. We need this to be positive 100 or negative 100 before we can take this trade, because the I mean, you can see here, there's a lot of market manipulation going back and forth. Generally on open, what usually happens is price will go one way or the other, right? When market opens right here, it'll either spike up or it'll spike down about 500 pips. Looking at this candle right here, this the movement on this first 10-minute candle right here is barely, I mean, it's about 500 pips, but the actual body right here, where it's actually decisive, it's only been moving about 300 pips. So it's not very much. So we'll have to wait and see where that confirmation is going to give us. And then from that point, we can determine, what direction to trade. Because the fundamental side is indecisive here, and the technical side is also indecisive. So it's not really a good time for us to be hopping into something at this point, because you don't want to get caught on the wrong side. It looks like we have some breaking news on CNBC. Says stocks drift higher at open, S&P trades just under record. So yeah, it looks like the Dow Jones is up 3 points. I mean, which is nothing. It's not really much. We're looking for it to be up like 100 points. Let's see. Yeah, they mentioned that the S&P and Dow, blue chip Dow, both closed near the near the flat line on Tuesday. So there wasn't really much movement for both of them. It seems like a lot of the attention is like set on these like hype stocks. That's why right now, or these, meme stocks. So that's why a lot of these aren't really getting their push up. But just looking at this point here, I mean, we're still far from the all-time high. All-time high is way up there. So if we were trying to, or that's not even the all-time high. Let me see. Yeah, the all-time high is way up here. So if you guys measure this from current price, we're still about 4,500 pips from the all-time high over here. So we still got a ways to go. But looking at this right now, there just really isn't much for us to trade off. I'm just going to mark this up over here for the possible daily entry. If this candle right here closes how it is, then the daily entry might be a sell. But we'll see where it goes from there. If you guys followed the daily entry yesterday, it was a buy over here. I did mark it up, so I don't know if it actually pushed up very high, but I was down here. It came up around 11. Yeah, so it wouldn't have played out. That's why we haven't been taking the daily entry. A lot of you guys have been asking why we haven't been taking the daily entry. It's because it hasn't come up, right? This entry right here came out way too late. It came out after 10, so there's no daily entry there. And I'll mark this up over here for the possible daily entry if it does appear today. So the entry has to come between 6:30 and 10. If it doesn't come between that time, then obviously there's no daily entry. All right, the technical side, it's just going back and forth. You can see right here, it hasn't really made a movement. It's come up and it's come down. Then it's probably going to come right back up. So we have about 2.5 minutes left on this 10-minute candle. This 3-minute chart over here doesn't really show much. It's doing the same thing, just a back and forth movement. It hasn't moved directional yet. And then same with the 1 minute over here as well. There really isn't too much direction here. Let me see if the scalp over here would have hit. Yeah, so if you took a 1 minute scalp over here, this would have hit your TP already. But like I mentioned, we're not taking any trades right now because there hasn't been much of a move yet. So let's see. Pull this up right here. All right. So, I mean, this is, I don't know if you guys have been following the US 30 for like the past 2 years. I've been trading this every day for the past 2 years or 3 years now. Generally, there's going to be some sort of movement, right? It's only at -3 points right now. This is like really unusual for the Dow because usually it's at least like -50 or +50. And then like within the next 30 minutes or so, it gets to like, negative or +100. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Dow, guys. It hasn't moved at all. It's supposed to move on open because that's where all the breakouts happen, but there is no breakout today. So unfortunately, we're going to have to play along with it until we figure out, what direction gets set. Even the futures data is only up 10 points. The daily data over here is only -20 points. So it's starting to move now. Now you can see right here, it's jumped down to -20 points. We're just waiting for, we're waiting for this to confirm. It's really weird, man. It's really weird movement for US 30 today. Super slow. Nice, Miles. Thanks. I just saw your message. Morning, Matt. Morning, Sisu. Morning, Mark. Morning, Patricia. Morning, Tommy. Let's see. Ruben said, Shawn, I think my trend meter settings are off what it should be. So Ruben, if you're trading intraday, we have our trend meter settings to 30 minutes, 30-minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, and 4 hour. That's only for trading intraday because you want to know what the overall trend is. If you're scalping, like how we're doing here, we set the trend meter to just the time frame that we're trading on. So if we're on the 10-minute, I set the time frames to all 10-minute. If you're on the 3-minute, I set the time frames to, oh, sorry, this is messed up here. Oh no, this is the same thing. If we're on the 10-minute, it's all 10-minute. If we're on the 3-minute, it's set to all 3-minute, and then vice versa for 1 minute, it's set to all 1 minute down there. So just keep that in mind if you're looking to scalp, if you're looking at intraday. So that's the main difference. But if you're trading intraday, it's just default settings. If you're scalping, then you'll set it to the specific time frame that you're on. Let's see. Morning active. Nick said 55% short. I've been taking the 10-minute a lot lately. Just a higher lot size, go for 10 pips. That's exactly what I've been doing too, Nick. That's why yesterday I took a bigger lot size, but I made about the same profit, right? Because it's been moving too slow. US 30 has been moving like half speed this whole week, it seems like. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know why is it moving so slow. For the most part, there's no news. Maybe that's why. But we do have news at 7:30, so maybe that'll accelerate the market a little bit. But definitely there's no, okay, so looking at this number here, you can see it's starting to shift downwards, right? It was like at about +3 points. Now it's dropping down heavier. It's like -40 points. Once it gets down to -50 points, we can probably start scalping. We're not going to have a breakout entry because it's just too late. There's no breakout, right? There's no breakout that even happened. Just this opening candle, but following that, there was nothing that happened after that. So we'll be looking for some possible scalps now. Let me turn on all my alerts over here, and then we will start looking for entries here on US 30. So it looks like the bias now is for a sell. Even this right here, if you took this sell right here, this would have been a full TP if you apply the 3-minute strategy. On the 1 minute, like I mentioned earlier, if you took this over here, this would have been a full TP as well. But we didn't take those trades because it was indecisive at the time. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead and mark up my zones here for some possible snipe entries if I see anything there. All right, let me just zoom out a little bit. So I'm just going to draw these zones here to identify our market structure and possible entries for some snipes, because I'm going to be basing my entries off these snipe entries, but I'll be scalping within it on the short time frame. So let's see, we got all these zones right here set up. All right, solid. Looks like we're good right here. What was that? All right, so looking at this right here, we do have a current sell bias. Reason for that is prices below the pivots. The trend meter is red. What I'm looking for at this point is I'm looking for price to retrace up temporarily and then swing back down. That's where I'm going to be entering my sells. You guys don't want to enter too early because you might have that retracement. You'll get caught in some drawdown immediately. So right here in the 10-minute, we have a sell bias. Right here on the 3-minute, we also have a sell bias. It's not a strong sell bias, but it is a sell bias because price is below the pivots. The trend meter was red and now it's neutral. Here on the 1 minute, same situation. Price is below the pivots. The trend meter is red. This is fine that we're getting an opposite signal because we want it to shift up, and then we'll catch it as it swings back down using our pivot strategy here off the 1 minute and the 3-minute. So I'll keep bouncing around all of these time frames over here to see if we can find something. But just looking at the 10-minute over here, it's just, it's indecisive. It hasn't really chosen a direction yet. Looking back over here at the fundamental side, it's indecisive here too. You can see it was negative like almost 50 points. Now it's back to -26. It's going back to break even. There just hasn't been very much of a push here. The main thing that's dropping is Goldman Sachs. They're -5 points right now almost. Caterpillar's down -3 points. Boeing's down 2 points. JP Morgan's down 2 points. Amex is down almost 2 points. Same with Honeywell. Looking at the positive ones over here, though, they're starting to pick up, right? Amgen's up two points, almost 3 points. United Health is up almost 3 points. Microsoft is up 2 points. Visa is up 2 points. It's more of a balanced side here for the bullish stocks. So the bullish stocks over here are balanced out. They're about 2 points each. This one on the red side, Goldman Sachs is pretty much carrying the Dow to the downside. Goldman Sachs and Caterpillar and Boeing. So these four stocks right here are the big red stocks. These four over here are the big green stocks for the Dow. Looking at the actual index for the day, it's currently negative 31 points. So we'll see where it goes from this point. But I mean, we'll have to wait and see, right? Because we don't want to get caught in any of this, these fake outs here. So we got nothing over here. I mean, the first thing that we're probably going to look at is going to be the 1 minute. I don't think I'm going to take any trades off the 1 minute though, unless I see something that looks really good, because there's just a lot of back and forth movement right now, and you don't want to get caught in any whipsaws where, you know, price goes, hit your stop loss, and then comes the way back down. So here we go with this opposite signal. This is completely fine. We want this to close so that we can take the opposite signal back down. But we'll see where this is going. Yeah, Ivan just said, I've heard markets wait for inflation data due to be released tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I heard too, Ivan. So that's probably why the volatility is really low today. A lot of people are sitting out the market until the inflation data comes out. Yeah, because looking at this over here, the CPI comes out tomorrow at 5:30. It looks like tomorrow market will pick up heavily because the inflation data is going to be coming out and the unemployment claims. So the anticipation is that market's getting better. And then same with the CPI as well. Inflation is going to be less because it was previously 8%. They're thinking now it's going to be rated at 4%, or not negative 8%, negative 0.8%, negative 0.4%. So looks like it's going to be good for the economy. I think yesterday we might have a bullish move. Today might just be a slow bearish move. So I think this might just drop slightly. And then tomorrow when the inflation news comes out, it's probably going to just skyrocket all the way up. So this might be a slow move down. And then all of a sudden tomorrow, it might just skyrocket. Or slow move down to here maybe. And then tomorrow it'll just shoot up once we have the news at 5:30 tomorrow, because it looks like it's going to be positive news. And everyone's kind of anticipating it. So, I mean, we'll see what happens from that point. But just, you know, working with what we got right now, we're trying to look for some entries here, but there just isn't. I mean, the volatility here is extremely low. So we'll see where it goes from this point. Here's the 1 minute starting to shift up. This is why we recommend that you guys don't enter trades right away. Because the thing is, if you enter to sell right here, you probably would have gotten screwed, because now it's retraced up, right? It's dropped all the way down to here. And then now it's retracing back up almost 400 pips. So don't get caught in these moves, guys. These are the traps that they want you to get caught in, so that they can spike price around. So, all right. So the 1 minute right here, we have an opposite signal. This is probably one that I'm not going to take, but I'll mark it up for you guys if I do see something here. Yeah, Roman said GBP this morning, straight up disrespected technicals, funky market. Yeah, no, I agree as well. The market is super funky today. It's not really moving very much. I did call this Euro NZD trade. I don't think it's filled yet, but it's about to fill, and it just hasn't really been moving very much. The Forex market hasn't moved at all. Looking here on the 1 minute, let's see, about 7 minutes left here. See what we got over here. All right. Lots of indecisive movements today. It's just markets like died down completely. We'll see where it goes from this one. It's negative. So we still have a sell bias right now because it's negative right now for the index over here. But I mean, the main thing that's the issue is that the fundamentals over here, I mean, the technicals haven't really confirmed the bullish move yet, or bearish move. So we'll have to see, because they're both indecisive. Right here on the 10 minute, it looks like it's bearish. Here on the 3 minute, it looks like it's bearish, but it's trying to swing up. And then on the 1 minute here, same situation. Yeah, nice. Morning, Emmanuel. Morning, Lamar. Morning, Hamidi. Yeah, no, we know that the market does move in seasons, Hamidi, but the thing is the Dow doesn't not move even in the summer. It moves on open. When the market opens, there's always movement. So this is unusual for US 30. I mean, you can go back data. Here, I can even show you. Let me just pull back to like last summer. I'll just show you for example, because we're not really doing much here. I'm not really trying to prove anything, but I just want to, or actually hold up. This is going to be a snipe entry here. If it closes, well, I mean, it doesn't have to close, but I'll show you how it moved last summer. It doesn't necessarily make a difference for US 30. US 30 is a different type of asset on open. It moves slow throughout the day, but during open, it's supposed to move regardless, whether it's summer, fall, or anything like that. And I'll just show you an example in a little bit after we look at this here. So this is possibly going to be a snipe entry. I don't think I'm going to take this. I'm just going to scalp within it. So I'll just mark this up here for whoever wants to take it. This is going to be as your risk trade. If you use this, make sure to use proper lot sizing and proper risk, because this is going to be a risky trade. But yeah, we have this marked up here. I'm not going to take it. I'm just going to wait for the scalps within it so that we can, catch some trades here. Yeah, Miles said, when was the last time US 30 was moving good? A lot of whipsaws lately. I think it was moving good like last Friday. It wasn't horrible last week, or not last Friday, but the entire week last week. It wasn't so bad. It was actually moving pretty solid. Here's a 1 minute scalp over here. I'll probably take this if it closes properly. Yeah, there's the snipe right there. I'll just have an alert set over here so that we can follow it. All right, so I got that set up right there. No entry off the 1 minute yet, still pending. The previous candle didn't close, but looking at this right here, we have a bias here off the 10 minute because we do have a snipe entry. Here, I'm going to do this right here. We'll just mark up the TP1 as well, so that if whoever is taking this trade, if you guys reach TP1, I'll just keep track of it. Because if it reaches TP1, if you're following the exit strategy, you should possibly be exiting in profit if possible. But I'm not in this trade, so this is an at your risk trade. It is risky, so that's why I didn't take it. I only take trades that I'm like 100% sure about, and I'm not 100% sure about that specific trade, which is why I didn't take it. Yeah, no, Nick said, yeah, Nick was saying that his, EN just hit TP. So our EN over here just hit TP1 right there. So if you guys took that trade, nice work. I know Steven here is waiting for these horns right here. So there you go. TP1 for Euro NZD for whoever took it. I'll give you guys an update in the group over here. So I just called this trade about an hour ago. So whoever took it, TP1 right there. All right. It was like as soon as Nick just pulled out too, right? Like literally as soon as you said you pulled out, Nick, it hit TP. So there goes the TP for that one right there. And then I'll send this over to the other groups as well. So yeah, profit target off that right there for our Euro NZD position. I called it at about 6 o'clock. So about 50 minutes ago, I called that trade for you guys. It just hit TP. Looking at US 30 over here, no entries available at this point. So I'll just, what I'll do now is I'll look back at data from last summer, and I'll just show you how it was moving, because it always moves on breakout. I mean, on market open. Hamidi, I just want to show you so that you can see, because I understand what you're saying when you say that it doesn't move very much during summer. It doesn't move during the day, but during open, it always moves, even if it, even if we're in summer. So let's see, we had, I don't know if I could even go back that far. Hopefully I can. No, I can't. Let me go on the 30-minute data over here. Okay, so this was summer last year in June. So like June this time last year, there's still a lot of volatility, right? So you can see right here, like during the day, it does move kind of slow. But say here, like June 1st, if you look at US session over here, it still has a lot of volatility, right? So from like US session here, 6:30 to here, it still moves like 2000 pips, right? Today, it hasn't even moved like about 500 pips. So just looking at this here, even June 2nd, we'll go for market open 6:30. I'll just zoom in a little bit. It doesn't look like it's moving very much, but looking from, okay, so from like 5:30 or 6:30 when we open market, right? 6:30 to market close over here, which is noon, it still moves like 3000 pips. So the breakout still has movement, like 4000 pip movement here. It doesn't matter like any day. We could go to like a random, I don't know, like June 10th, I guess. This is like middle of June, I guess. Same day as today, right? So June 9th of last year. So June 9th of last year, you can see the June 9th, the weekend. No, okay. So it's right here, 6:30, right? So 6:30 right here, you can see from the same day last year, it moved from market close to market open. It moved about 3000 pips, right? So I'm just showing you that like it's supposed to move in the morning. I know like during the day, it doesn't really move much, but during the morning, it's still supposed to move. We'll go to a random day. Let's see, like July. I don't know what's like a good day in July. It's not a holiday. Okay, so like July 2nd right here, right? So July 2nd right here, you can see from 6:30 up until market close over here, it moves like almost 5000 pips. Huge move right there, right? And this is like middle of COVID. Going to today, so this is a candle from today. It hasn't really moved very much. It's only moved about, like it hasn't even moved like 1000 pips yet, and it should be moving at least 1000 pips. So I'm just showing you guys, the difference between today and like a normal day when it actually moves, just so that you guys have a good understanding, because a lot of people don't understand like how the market moves. The only reason I really do understand it is because I've been trading US 30 for like the past 3 years every single morning, and I know how it moves. So this is why it's like unusual to us, why it's moving this way. All right, so back to what I was saying earlier. Let's see. So we have a sell signal here off the open. So for the daily entry, we might have a buy. So I think market might be shifting upside. Let me just go ahead and put some zones right here so that we can identify this. Just want to identify the zones to see where the where the rejection points will be at. All right. So looking at this right here, looks pretty bearish, but looks like mid-market, maybe around like 10, around this point, it'll shift up. So what might happen here is this might come shortly down, and then eventually it'll just, swing back up, or maybe even lower. Who knows? Like we really don't know what's going to happen from this point. But looking at this here, on the technical side, it is for a sell. Oh, here's a 1 minute here, possible entry, but it hasn't closed yet. We have about 30 seconds left on that candle. Same with the 3 minute here. Let me pull up the index over here. It's negative 24 points, not very much. Goldman Sachs is down 5 points. I mean, they're starting to balance each other out. So Goldman Sachs is covering United Health and Amgen. Caterpillar is covering Visa, Microsoft, etc. So no entry here off the 1 minute. No entry here off the 3 minute, but we'll continue to watch. All right. I mean, you guys can see here, there's not very much movement for US 30, unfortunately. So if you guys have questions, I can take a look at anything you guys want me to. Otherwise, we'll keep watching US 30 for some possible scalps. I just don't see anything coming up right now. Let's see, we got some more profits over here. So yeah, Deswell's up 5,400 for the day. Patricia, she's up 1,700. She's trading gold. So nice work, Patricia. And then for her US 30 over here, she's up 1,500. So Patricia's up pretty nice. She has two accounts. One account, she traded gold. She made 1,700. For her personal account for US 30, she's up 1,500 on that account there. So nice work, Patricia. Yeah, she's on point. she's killing it, guys. So great work amongst everyone here. All you guys are doing pretty good this morning. Just looking at today's profits, here's the timestamp for today. Patricia's up about 1,500 off one account, 1,700 off her other account. Deswell's up 5,400 this morning. Mohammed's up 110. He's trading CAD CHF. William's up almost 1,000 trading UK 100. Shaqui over here, he's up almost 300 trading US 30 last night. Roland, he's up about 1,000 trading US 30. Ibartiez, he's about 3,000 up trading Bitcoin and XRP. Romanio, he's up about 1,000 trading US 30 for some sells. Vincent, he's up about 212 trading GCAD. Romanio again right there. Kelvin over here passing his FTMO with us within 5 days. Myself, I traded US 30 both ways. I locked in about 2,000 as well. So we're all doing pretty good to kick off the trading day. Ed over here, let's see what you made, Ed. Ed's up 1,932. He traded GBP NZD for a buy. So he's trading in the same direction as our Euro NZD. So nice work. Yeah, you guys did pretty good so far. Let me just see what else we got over here real quick. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay, CT. I just saw your message. Yeah. So me and CT, looks like our analysis lines up. So it looks like we're being prepped for a bullish move here. I'm going to turn this off real quick so that we can follow how everything's moving over here. This is why I didn't take that trade earlier, guys, because there's just a lot of uncertainty in the market, right? So I'm looking for a bullish move here. Same with CT as well. But I mean, we'll see. It's probably going to come with time. We're just going to have to wait for this. We got to wait for this to level out. Yeah, I'm looking at your charts right now, CT. Yeah, nice. That's a big gold move right there. And yeah, looking at the Dow Jones right now as well. It's gotcha. Okay. Let's see your 10-minute. Yeah, it's super mixed right now. So looking at the 10-minute, okay, it's perfect. It lined up with my zone right here, right? So this is what you're referring to right here. CT. Yeah, no, this zone right here does look good. I got it lined up over here too. Let me see when this dropped at about 4:30 a.m. Okay, perfect. I got this marked up right here as well. Yes, we do have a nice zone below there. Check this out over here too. It's not on the 1 minute, but it is on the 3-minute and the 10-minute. Yeah, looks pretty solid. Yeah, I agree too. Short scene. So short scene said, I think that after some time it will shift up. That's my guess to short scene. You know, I do see a order block down there on the 10-minute. It lines up with the K2SR zone right here. It's a perfect order block. So I think it's going to shoot up eventually. I'll just be waiting for that buy signal right here. If I get the buy signal on this, that will be considered the daily entry here for US 30. And then once we have that, we can, you know, we can probably try to take this upwards. But we'll see where it goes from there. I'm just going to give it some time. I'm not going to enter right away. Obviously, you can see there's a lot of indecisiveness. It's just bouncing back and forth. Yeah, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that buy signal here on the 10-minute. Once we have that, it's probably going to shift market upwards. But until then, you can see the pivots too. See how the pivots are just they're just overlapping, right? They're not really moving directional at all. So that's also a red flag to not take a trade. So let's I mean, we'll keep watching for stuff here, but once we have news pass, we'll see where it goes from that point. Let's see. Joey said news in 30 minutes. Yeah, so Joey just said that there is, yeah, I think the crude oil inventories are going to come out in about 30 minutes. So hopefully that'll help the market one way or the other. All right, looking over here, we have nothing yet. We just got to give it some time. Obviously, you can see US 30 is just going sideways. It hasn't really moved very much. I mean, it's not really doing anything right now. It's kind of just going back and forth. Market opened up here at 6:30. So this is the 6:30 candle. This is the baseline from open. And there hasn't been much movement, right? So this is a baseline from open. From here, price has only dropped about less than 300 pips. That's like nothing, no movement right there. Same situation to the upside right here. It's only moved up about 400 pips. That's like literally nothing. Usually it moves directional at least 500 to 1,000 pips. And it's nowhere near that. So we'll, I mean, we're just gonna have to wait. So let me see. David's asking about NAS 100. So let me pull up NASDAQ real quick for David real quick. Let's see. So I'll pull up NASDAQ over here, or let me pull it up on the 10-minute actually, so we can look at it a little better. Okay, so looking at the NASDAQ right here, let me just draw some zones to identify any possible snipe entries that, you know, could have been taken. Earlier today. All right, so let me just turn this off. Okay, so if you guys are familiar with the K2 snipe strategy, looks like there were a couple entries that were available over here. So just looking at this right here, if you guys aren't familiar with it, I'll just put the requirements here. This is going to be the K2 snipe strategy, 10-minute. It's meant for US 30, but everyone uses it for everything. I don't think it's really necessary. So for the snipe strategy, you want a wick rejection off K2, off any K2 pivot, 2 wick rejection off K2 SR zone, 3 confirm wick rejection off K2 pivot does not touch candle body, and then lastly confirm direction of momentum using K2 momentum indicator. So if you have all that, you can enter on the open of the following candle. So with that said right here, we have a wick rejection off this red candle right here. It's rejecting off the pivots, which is right here. So it's rejecting off the orange pivot. Obviously, we have a wick rejection off the zone, which is right here that we drew prior. And this pivot isn't touching the body, right? So it's not touching the body. And lastly, you want to confirm the direction of momentum. Right here, we have a bullish momentum. So with that said, we enter on the open of the falling candle. So you could have entered a long position right here. And I think the sweet spot for this is about, I think you guys go for like 250. I don't trade the NASDAQ, so I'm not really sure what you guys shoot for. But if your TP was 250 pips and you let this run, looks like it was pushing up slightly. And then it went straight to TP right there. So that's the only entry that I see available here off the NASDAQ. Looking at current price, let me just close this off. Looking at current price, there's a wick rejection off the pivot, but nothing off the structure. So there's no entry available right now for NASDAQ 100. But if you did take that trade right there, obviously you can see it would have hit full TP right there. So that's using the snipe strategy that we generally use for US 30, but it works for all of the assets. That's pretty much what everyone uses, and how most of these people over here have locked in, you know, a ton of profit trading that with me here. Like a lot of these entries here are using the snipe strategy or using one of these other 3-minute strategies that we've been using here as well. So that's pretty much it for NASDAQ. There's no entry available right now. You can see it's getting a little choppy as well. It's just like US 30 right now. There isn't a set direction. There was a direction before market open, but as soon as market opened, it started to bounce around. So if you took that trade there, full TP, but other than that, I don't see any other entries available yet. Yeah, no problem, Dave. Glad I could help you with that. Back to US 30, same movement that we were talking about from open. It's just bouncing back and forth. This isn't a smooth movement. So just to keep in mind, guys, I just want to show you guys what a smooth movement is. This is not a smooth movement because it's going back and forth. A smooth movement is like what happened. I don't even think yesterday was smooth either. I mean, it was kind of smooth. So like, see right here when market opened, it was a smooth move down. Like it was a smooth move down, retracement, and then drop back down, right? That's like somewhat of a smooth move down. This over here is just back and forth, down, up, down, up. Looking at the market on Monday, this is a smooth move down, right? This is how the market's supposed to move on market open. It'll move smoothly and then it'll just go into consolidation. That's fine. That's how the market's supposed to move. Or it'll go down, retrace up, and then continue back down, just like it did yesterday, right? Yesterday over here, it came down, retracement, then it came back down, and then it went into consolidation. Today, there's like nothing. It's just a smooth move down. Well, not even a smooth move down. It's a down, up, and then now it's just consolidating. And it's only like an hour into the market. And we can go back to the previous days too. So like looking at the market on Friday, or I don't know if this was Friday, I think so. No, this is Friday. So Friday over here, same situation, smooth move up, retracement, and then continue move up, right? Thursday, the day before, smooth move straight up right here. Smooth move up, retracement, smooth move up. That's not what's happening today. So I just want to make sure that you guys understand why we're not taking trades right now, because right now market's just not moving right. This is how it's supposed to move. Smooth move up, retracement, smooth move up, smooth move up, retracement, smooth move up. Same situation on Monday, straight move down, retracement, move down, right? Today, there isn't really much of anything. It's kind of just, it didn't even have a smooth move down, because as soon as it dropped right here, it retraced all the way back up and then it retraced back down. So just, just keep that in mind. If you guys are wondering, why we're so careful right now. Nice. David said, I'm new here, so thanks. Learning ready your strategy. Definitely, David. If you want to look at all of the here, I'll give you the link for it. If you want to look at all of the scalping strategies that we've been using pretty much every day, you can go back and watch every live session, because I trade live every morning. But if you just want a shortcut to like the link that shows all the strategies where I explain them, I think they're somewhere over here. We just have a lot of products to go through. But okay, so they're like right here. I'll just give you this link right here if you want to go look at it, David, because it is a slow market. So if you guys have questions, I can answer your questions right now, because we're not really looking at anything specific. But yeah, if you want to watch that video over there that I tagged you in, that goes over all of the scalping strategies that we use every day, if you're curious. Yeah, Kyle said 3 minutes sloppy, invalid buy, then invalid sell. Yeah, looking at the 3 minute over here. Yeah, 2 invalid signals right there. It's this is just how the market is. In some situations, it's better for you not to trade than to hop into this risky stuff here. Okay, our Euro NZD just hit TP2. So Steven, here's your horns again. The trade that I called about an hour ago, it just hit TP2 right there for 20 pips. So straight profit right there. No drawdown, because it was a buy stop. So as soon as it filled our trade, it went straight to TP. So if you guys took any of the trades that I called this morning or yesterday, we've had all win. So great work amongst everyone here. For whoever's copying my trades, whoever is following along, whoever is learning the strategies, you guys should be doing pretty well right now. It's been a great week. It's been a slow week, but we haven't had any losses, I don't think, aside from Monday, which was a small loss off US 30. But other than that, straight wins all around. So there we go. Another win right there. Nice. So this is why I want you guys to learn the strategy here, because if you guys have the indicators, you can see Muhammad over here. He's not like he's in this live session, but he's trading on his own. He's trading Euro CAD. He's taking his own trades. He identified this right here, full TP, and there's his profits right there, right? So, or I don't know, I don't know how he took a loss there. Looks like he won, but I think he might have taken the wrong trade, because he has a winning. Okay, I see. Looks like he was trading the wrong pair. So he was taking the wrong trade, but this is GCAD. So he took EuroCAD, but he meant to take GCAD right here. And this would have hit his TP. So he did take GCAD as well. So he recovered that loss right there, small loss, and then a win. So he has a total of 172 profit for the day. So if you guys know these strategies, you guys can trade on your own. You don't have to wait for me to call trades for you. And if you want to have access to that, just go on the website, k2trades.com, click on K2 strategy course right here. And then you guys can learn this strategy that everyone's applying so that you guys can do all this on your own. Like Deswell over here, he took these 3 trades here. I didn't give him these trades. He took them on his own. He's at 5,000 for the day. And if you guys are in the premium group, you guys can see there's other people here who share their trades as well, using the same strategies that are taught in the course. So nice work, Jason, over here too. Jason actually took the sell, so he said he made $1,000 off that sell. So he took this right here. He's up 1,000 from the quick sell that he identified over here. Oh, he took the sell the snipe entry that we showed earlier. So nice work, Jason, for locking in those profits right there. Oh no, sorry. He meant the other one. He meant Euro NZD. So this trade right here that I called, he locked in 467 off of that. So yeah, nice work, Jason. Let me see if there's anything else here. If you guys have profits you guys want to send over to me, feel free to send them over, and then I will I'll take a look at them. So Deswell, he took some more trades here off the Dow 30. So he took buys and sells right here. He's now up 7,586. Like, even though I'm not taking these trades here, guys, because I'm being very careful, if you guys know the strategy, you guys can do it yourself. Looks like Deswell took this trade right here, the sell. He had a full TP right there. And then again, same situation over here. It looks like he took this one over here too. So full TP for both of these trades here. And now Deswell's up 7,586. So this is important that you guys understand the strategy and do it yourself so that you guys can make profit, even though I'm being very careful. Steven over here, he's up 2,100. He took a GU trade, gold trade, odd CAD, GCAD, USD CHF. He took a little bit of everything. And he's up about 2,100 for the day. So nice work, Steven. Romano over here, he just sent his profits as well. You guys can see the chat. Romano's up 1,116 off of one account. He knows the strategy, so he's doing it himself. Right here as well, 634. So he has two accounts here. One account up 1,100, the other account up 634. So he's nearly up 2,000 for the day. So great work amongst everyone here. You guys are still killing it all throughout. Let's see. Alan wants the link for the strategy. So let me just copy that link over real quick. Yeah, no problem. So Alan, I'm assuming you're here on the live session. So sorry, Alan, I just saw your question here for the 50K account. Depending on what trade you're taking, if you're taking the 1 minute scalp, your stop loss is going to be 300 pips. And if you're taking the 3 minute scalp, your stop loss is going to be 500 pips, right? So depending on what type of trade that you're taking, I usually take a 10 lot, right? So if you have a 100K account, divide that by 2. Okay, got it. All right, Alan. Yeah, no problem. So I already answered that question. Yeah, no problem, Alan. I thought I missed it. So you guys did pretty good. Yeah, great work amongst you guys here. I'm only up about 2,000 for the day, but I have 2 accounts, so I'm technically up 4,000 for the day. So I'm not really I don't need to force anything, right? I'm doing okay for the day. That's why we're waiting for a possible entry here before I hop into something, because we just don't have it yet, right? There's an order block here after 10 minutes. So it's an order block and it's a K2SR zone. So this is going to indicate, a nice push up if possible, but I'm not going to hop into a trade just because. I'm going to hop in once I'm, positive it's going to go that way. Let's see, there's one trade right here. So yeah, if you took this scalp right here, this would have been another full TP. I'm not sure if anyone took this right here off the 1 minute. It's not something that I'm taking, but if you guys did take it yourself, I think that's something Deswell might have taken right here. And Jason said, I'm still in Euro NZD trade, up 1,107, going to full TP. Yeah, no, definitely. Nice. Yeah, so Jason's still in this trade right here, the trade I called at 6. He's riding it up to full TP. He's up about 1,000 right now, 1,107. So you can see his profits right here. He took that trade, held on to it. He's waiting for it to reach its, its full TP. So yeah, you're doing pretty good. Everyone's pretty much killing it today. Great profits amongst everyone over here. Yeah, I mean, everything's pretty much on point. You guys are killing it. There's no losses, like not really any losses today. Everyone's like pretty deep in the green. Just looking at everyone's profits, you can see everyone's profits from today. I saved everyone's profits. But yeah, I mean, everything here is pretty solid for the most part. So you guys are on point. Yeah, if you guys have any of the profits you guys want to send over to me, go ahead and feel free. And then I'll take a look. Let me check the chat real quick to see if there's any questions here. Here's the pending buy signal off the 10-minute. If this closes right here, this might be an indication that we can start taking some buys. And it'll probably be safer than what we've been doing earlier. Waiting for this confirmation. Let's go back to the index actually real quick. Okay, so the index is now up in positive. Looks like more of these, more of these here are starting to push up. So that's a good thing. We want it to push up. So it goes in the direction of our bias. See what we got over here real quick. All right, so I'm just waiting for this to close real quick. Once it closes, I will look at the questions. All right, if this closes right here, then this will qualify as a daily entry. But I'm not going to take the daily entry. I'm just going to mark it up so that we can follow it. I'm going to scalp within it, but I'm not going to take the daily entry because it's just too big of a move. 1,500 pips is just, and it's too much for these market conditions here. So I think it'd probably be best to go for half the target. All right, this candle is about to close. There we go. We have our bullish confirmation here off the daily entry. So I'll just leave that there. I'm not going to take the trade. And then we can start looking for some possible scalps here. So let me look at the questions real quick before I continue on. Roman said, man, all these profits, I got milked by the market. Nothing too major, just 1K loss trading on my own. It's all good though. We're up for the week massive. Yeah, definitely, Roman. It's all good. It happens, shit like that happens. It's like you'll bounce back. There's no, it's just one, like one bad trade or a couple bad trades. It's just these market conditions, man. They're just too, they're too choppy, right? It's hard for you to really catch something that's moving without no drawdown. And then in some situations just spikes. So yeah, you're good, Roman. You're going to bounce back. All right, let me just scroll up real quick. All right, if you guys want the link for that scalping strategy here, I'll send it over to you guys in the group over here so that you guys can also get it. Here, I'm just gonna put it in the group over here to everyone, the Zoom. So if you guys want to watch that later, you guys can watch that later or save it, and then it'll give you guys the update. So let me just scroll up real quick and see what I'm missing. Kimberly said, hey, I just joined trying to save my FTMO. I'm on vacation, only have 287 left. So Kimberly, I mean, you're in a tight spot. I'm not sure like what account size you have. If you only have 287 left and you're on a big account, then it's going to be really difficult for you to come back. But if you're on a small account, you can possibly make it back a lot easier if you just, apply these scalp strategies. So, yeah, what account size do you have, Kimberly? Because I'm not sure what account size you have, because 287 is not really much. You don't have very much leeway if you're like on a 200K account like me, right? It's okay, you have a 50K, that's still kind of pushing it because you're like really close. You'd have to just use a smaller lot size and avoid as many losses as possible. So what I'd recommend is to scalp, use a you have about 200, so I'm going to keep it around 200. You should probably use a lot size of 70 cents times. That's too much. So you should probably use a lot size of like, let me see if this works well. No. You should probably use between a 0.1 and a 0.3, somewhere around there, just to pull yourself out of that hole. It's going to be very difficult because you have a tight, like it's really tight where your risk is, because you can only lose like $200. You can't use a 0.5 because one loss is going to wipe you out. If you use a 0.3, it'll push you, but I mean, you're still going to be risking like a pretty heavy amount. You probably can only take like 1 or 2 trades and you're done. So I'd probably use maybe a 0.01 or 0.02 just to pull yourself out of that hole. Once you have enough, like you're 1,000 risk, like if you have like 1,000 left, then you can start increasing the lot size. But I think for now, you're going to have to start with a, with a smaller lot size if you decide to take these scalps. So a possible scalp here off the 3-minute, guys. This is one that I'll possibly take. but it's going to be risky. So, you know, I might be exiting early. If I exit early, I'll let you know. Yeah, so if this closes right here, I'll probably take this. I gotta change my it needs to close with that buy signal though. If it doesn't close with the buy signal, no entry. All right, so I hopped in for a small move right here, enter on this point over here. So we'll see where it goes from this point. I don't know if I'm gonna go for the full TP. I might, if it reaches like 100 pips over here, I might move stop loss and profit or possibly pull out if it bounces around too much, because market volatility is just a little too crazy for me right now. With it moving slow, like it's funny because like sometimes we're like, oh, market volatility is too high. In this situation, market volatility is too low, and I don't want to get caught in any of a unusual movement here. So I got in around at that point right there. And we're just gonna see where it goes from here. So let me just look at the other questions over here real quick. So basically the stop loss is set down here for the 3-minute at 500 pips. But sometimes I'll use a mental stop loss and I'll like hold it until it gets a little farther. Like, I don't know, maybe down here or something like that. So I'll just mark this up. This is like my breaking point. If I ever want to hold on to this because I think market's being manipulated or there's something going on with the market, then I'll hold on a little farther. But technically, this would be our stop loss right here at 500. So we'll just see where it goes from here. I personally don't really like how the market's moving right now, but I mean, we got to work with what we can at this point. It is green right now, so the bias is bullish. It's not a strong bullish bias, but it is a bullish bias. The reason why I'm like inclined to take this buy over here is because we have this daily entry here. So that's one thing that's indicating, you know, it's probably going to go up. And this is an entry here for a 3-minute scalp. So we'll see where it's going from here. But I mean, you know, it's just going to be a matter of time. Yeah, King Kong said, I feel US 30 is going to be bullish all week. I think so too. Probably by tomorrow, but or I mean, you know, throughout the rest of the week, but we'll see. So this is going to be the full TP right here. I'm just going to mark this up. And I'm also going to mark up TP1 because I want to make sure that scalp TP. So I'm in profit right now. Let's see, I'm in profit about 740, almost 1,000. I'm just going to mark up this number right here as well in case I don't feel comfortable. Let me just see. 3-minute scalp. We'll follow it. I mean, I'm in profit right now, but we'll follow it. Yeah, Nick said he's not feeling it. I don't blame you, bro. Market is super choppy right now, so it is a bit risky. All right. So we'll be watching that for now temporarily. Let me just give you guys some little. I'm just talking with the admins right now. Let me see if there's anything else that I'm missing over here. So we continue on. Let's see. All right, cool. So it's about to hit TP right there. I'm in profit about 1,700. About 2,000 now. So I'll keep watching it. If it pulls back at all, I'm just going to pull out and profit. I'll let you guys know if I do. So I'm at about, oh fuck, I accidentally clicked it. So I actually pulled out of this trade right here. If you guys want to pull out and profit, you guys can. I accidentally clicked it. I was just trying to I was trying to adjust it, but I pulled out in profit. So if you guys want to pull out and profit with me, I don't feel comfortable with the trade, but if you guys want to hold on to it, you know, feel free. It's you guys will see what happens from that point. So let me just show you guys my profits from here. I think it's going to shoot up eventually. It's just, I accidentally clicked the close button. So I locked in, let me see, I locked in 1,380. I was up 2,000. Unfortunately, I closed that a little too early, which is fine. But I'll send you guys my profits right now for my account. So if you guys want to close out, it's really up to you guys. There's no need for you guys to, but if you guys don't feel comfortable with the trade, I do recommend you guys close it out as well. Yeah, I was literally just trying to move it up a little bit, but it's all good. All right. I wonder why the fees are different. The fees are like slightly different. I'll just show you guys both of my accounts because I did take these on 2 accounts. So I'm up about 6,000 for the day overall with, both of my accounts here. And the reason why I have different accounts is because I'm doing FTMO for basically my mom. I have my account and I have her account, which copies my trades. So that's why, because a lot of people are like, oh, why don't you merge it? Like, I'm doing two different ones, but let me just send you guys my profits real quick. So I got that right there. And you guys can see the difference because oh, there you go. It hit TP, right? So TP right there for whoever is still holding it. I should have just held it. I would have been up fucking like 2,000 right now or 3,000 almost. It's all good. I'm not really complaining about it. I'm up 6,000 for the day, so I can't really complain with what I've got. So here I am right here. I have 2 different accounts. You can see one account, it's up 3,212 and 36 cents. You can see this account's different because it's off by 1 cent. It's 3,212 and 35 cents. So that's that's pretty much what I locked in today. Locked in some nice profit off that 3-minute US 30 scalp. Yeah, so you guys, what I recommended is if it pull down to this point to pull out and profit. If you guys are still in the trade, that's fine, but just keep in mind that's going to be at your own risk, right? I already recommended that you guys exit in profit, but if you guys, what I'm saying is not to get greedy. You guys can be greedy, but what I'm recommending is you guys don't be greedy. But if you guys want to be greedy, it's completely fine, no biggie. Let me let me send these out separate because no, it's fine actually. Or yeah, let me just repost this real quick because it came out kind of weird. All right, so I just reposted it so it shows up, the full screen there. And then I will, I'll send this over to you guys right here. So yeah, a lot of you guys took the trade with me here. So looking at Romani over here, he took some trades here as well. He's up pretty nice. Actually, I think I might have saved that already. Let me just check real quick. Make sure I don't want to double save profits here for whoever's copying my trades. 1,000 and then 600. All right, so I moved that over already. Kyle said, okay, show off. Yeah, no, definitely. Rick over here, he's up 2,000. So you guys can see everyone's locking in some heavy profits here, guys. Like Rick's up 2,000. It's about to hit full TP right there. I should have just hopped back in, but it's all good. I'm not really worried about it. So nice work, Rick, as well. Rick is up 330 off his other account. So Rick is, Rick's up 2,000 off one of his accounts. His other account, he's up 300. He had a somewhat of a loss there. Unfortunately, if he held on to that, looks like it would have been, he would have made way more profit off that right there. He would have been up like almost 2,000 or over 2,000 if that was the case. So no, definitely great work amongst everyone here. Glad to see everyone profiting. Add that to my messages there. Send this over to this group over here. Yeah, like I was mentioning, guys, I'm not feeling really comfortable with, with the trades over here. It's just, with, holding on to these long term because of how the market's moving, but I do think it's going to be bullish. Yeah, it looks pretty solid for the most part. I'm tempted to hop back in, but I'll probably hop back in if I see another entry. or if I see it getting close to the TP, I'll just hop back in and I'll just catch the rest of the move basically. But it's going to be risky. So you don't want to hop in, then it freaking pulls back to entry and you're like, damn, I should have just waited. Right? Because sometimes it happens. You'll hop in randomly over here and then I'll just pull back to entry point. So if you guys want to hold on to it, hold on to it if you want. But if I would recommend just pulling out if it pulls back to this point, because if it pulls back to this point, it'll probably pull back to the entry point and then you can get better entry from there. So just keep that in mind. So, all right, other than that, let me see if there's any other profits here. William over here, he sent me, he said, thanks, bro. Hopefully I keep this consistency. Might pull my challenge back. So he's up 1,208 for the day. So nice work, William. You're up pretty nicely in profit. I'll save that in our profits here. Let's see anyone else over here. Patricia sent me her profits. Nice. Yeah, she's up about 2,000 for the day. So Patricia's up 2,088 for the day. Nice work, Patricia. Said a little more profit. Let me scroll down. Jade over here. Jade said, took some quick scalps. Red were accidents, but still overall blue for the day. So Jade took a couple trades here. She had a couple accidents, but she still is heavy in profit for the day. She's up 1,233 for the day. She had a couple accidental losses over here. It happens, right? As long as you guys close out in profit for the day, that's all that matters. And, you know, accidents come and go. It's, oh, there you go. Full TP off that too, off the Euro NZD. So congrats to whoever took my trade here that I called for you guys this morning. Full TP, literally no drawdown, straight to TP right there. So I'll give you guys an update in the group. All the trades I called this morning all hit TP, all the official trades. So great work amongst everyone over here for all of you who took these trades. I want to make sure everything is saved over here as well. All right, I'll give you guys an update. So all the trades I've called for the most part today and for the week have been on point. So there we go, full TP off Euro NZD. So guys, this is why we don't like, a lot of people complain about why I don't call like a bunch of trades. The thing is I call quality trades. I only call trades that I know we're going to win, right? If you guys are looking for a numbers game where there's like 100 signals being sent out, this is probably not the group for you, because like those groups will send 100 signals and one of them will work. For us here, I'm sending like 1 to 5 signals a week, but they all hit, right? So I don't know. I prefer accuracy over, you know, quantity of trades. So that's why I only call so many trades a week, because all the trades that I actually call, I know are for sure going to hit. So just keep that in mind. If you guys are wondering why there's not that many trades being sent out, because, you know, obviously it's quality over quantity over here. All right, so it looks like I have a couple messages here that I haven't looked at. I'll take a look at your message in a little bit, Kirsten. I do see your message here. Yeah, so I will check your message in a little bit, Kirsten. I just don't want to put it here on the public group. Nice, Jeff. I just saw your profits right there. Jeff locked in some profit off US 30 right there. Looks like it's still pushing up to full TP right there. I'm tempted to hop back in, but it's just too late. I'm not going to, yeah, so Jeff's up 28 bucks for today. Nice work, Jeff. Yeah, so you guys are doing pretty good. All right, so a lot of you guys are sending, yeah, no, Jeff, sorry, dude. I totally misread that. So Jeff was like, no, bro, not 200, not 28, because I saw the 28 there, but I didn't see the full profit for the day. So he's actually in profit 2,112. Sorry, Jeff, that was my bad. I I totally misread that. I thought he only had 28 bucks. I was like, oh, Jeff, that's nice, 28 bucks. But he actually made 2,000, yeah, my bad, Jeff. Jeff he probably had his feelings hurt. He was like, man, Shawn only selling me 28 bucks today. Yeah, no, he made 2,000. So yeah, nice work, Jeff. Great work amongst everyone here. It looks like all you guys have some massive profits for the day. Yeah, no, you guys are on point with everything over here. Hey, what's up, Steven? Yeah, Steven's asking, said, what's good, Shawn? You still running K2? Keep it up. Yeah, no, definitely, Steven, definitely, man. I'm glad to see you here in the room too. I think I saw you in the YouTube a little while ago, yesterday. Shawn over here too. Shawn's up 34 bucks. Or no, sorry, guys, I'm like reading this stuff wrong. Shawn's up 374 bucks, not 34 bucks. He's up 374. So nice work, Steven. I mean, Shawn, sorry, I'm like, my mind's all over the place right now. Steven over here, he locked in 1,679. Nice work, Steven, bro. Yeah, so a lot of you guys here are good. Like, I mean, a lot of you guys who are old members of K2 who like learned with K2 and left and did your own thing. Steven over here, he was in K2 for a while. He was actually running a lot of our strategies. I don't know if he's still using our strategies, but if he is, you know, great work. But definitely he's up 1,679 for the day. So nice work. Kyle said Shawn needs a nap. I definitely do, bro. I'm like half asleep right now. Yeah, but yeah, great work amongst everyone over here, guys. Let me see if there's any other profits. Let's see, I'll copy Kyle's over here. He's sending it in the other group. So Kyle's up 3,005 right now. So nice work, Kyle. Kyle traded gold. He traded US 30. He traded, US 30 in gold. So he's up 3,000 for the day. So everyone here is doing pretty good. Our US 30 right here looks like it's about to shift up and hit its full TP. This is why I said not to enter at the top, right? Because it pulled all the way back down right here. You would have gotten caught in like some crazy drawdown if you hopped into that. So yeah, no, great work amongst everyone here. You can see the timestamp. Here's the today stamp. You can see everyone here, massive profits, 3,000 right there, almost 2,000 right there. Shawn almost 500 right there. Jeff up 2,000 right there. Jade up 1,000 right there. It looks like everyone's up like at least 1,000 today. So you guys are doing pretty good. Patricia's up 2,000. Will's up 1,000. I'm up 3,000. I have 2 accounts, so I'm technically up about 6,000 right now. Rick's up 300 right there. Patricia's up 2,000. Jason's up 1,000. Everyone's up almost 1,000 today. So nice work. Full TP off the 3-minute scalp right there. So whoever took that scalp, full TP. Give you guys an update in the group. So pretty much all the trades I called for you guys today all hit TP. So congrats to everybody here who took any of the trades that I called, whether it was the 10-minute, 3-minute, 1-minute. I mean, it doesn't matter. You guys still locked in some pretty heavy, profit off that there. So let me just give you guys an update with those right there. Where's the 3-minute? There we go. So there's another TP hit right there. Oh man, this thing is just nonstop going off. So let me just give you guys the update over here. Another full TP right there, like literally no drawdown off that trade there. So let's see Josh over here. Joshua, he's up. Nice, he's up 265 right now. He took Euro NZD, the trade that I called about 2 hours ago. So the Euro NZD trade I called, full TP off that. Joshua took it. Nice profit, guys. No losses today. So everyone's doing good. Hopefully you guys are happy. I'm happy. Even if I'm not really profiting as much as you guys are on point. So congrats to everybody here. You guys are on point with everything at this point. Let's see. CT said that someone was knocking on the door. That was Kai, dude. Kai was like, I don't know, he's scratching, being all weird. But no, definitely great work amongst everyone here. That hit full TP right there. Here's a daily entry over here. I'm going to mark this up just so we can follow it. This is going to be the K2 US 30 daily entry. TP1 is going to be 750. If it reaches TP1, that's cool. I'll have an alert set here too for TP, for full TP if it ends up hitting that point. I don't know if it's going to go that high, but we'll have this over here too. So this is going to be daily full TP for 1,500 pips. So yeah, great work amongst everyone here. Hopefully you guys are all eating up these profits as everyone else is here as well. Next up will be this 1 minute. If we have an entry here off this buy signal, then we can possibly take this for a invalid signal. So no entry there off the 1 minute. Looks like market is starting to die down a little bit, but great work amongst everyone here. So great profits right there. Let me see if there's anything else that you guys sent over. Yeah, no, my dogs know how to open the door, CT. The little brown one. Cody knows how to open the door. Kai knows how to knock. It was knocking on my office door because he's trying to get in, and I guess he's sleeping right now. He's in the corner. All right, so let me see what Miles said. Let's go full TP instead of full retard. No, definitely Miles. So yeah, great full TP off that. Let me just scroll up real quick and see what other questions we have here, because I might have missed a lot of stuff as we were moving. So let's see. Kirsten said the higher time frames are ranging on US 30. It's bouncing between two zones. Yeah, I wouldn't look at the higher time frames like that, Kirsten, because the thing is, you're looking at US 30 on like the 4-hour. It's kind of relevant, right? Because you're not really going to be trading at those zones. So if you look at US 30 on, because I think we talked about this before, Kirsten. I was mentioning that you shouldn't look on the higher time frames because you like to look on the 4-hour and 1-hour, but these are relevant, right? Because each candle here, this is like a 2000 pip move. Our scalps are only like a couple hundred pips. So, I mean, this movement here is pretty irrelevant on the 4-hour. Also on the 1-hour here, it's a little irrelevant as well because, like looking at this here, all these wins that we had, this is 250 pips. If you're looking on the 1-hour, you're like looking way too far ahead because, I mean, these candles move. I mean, well, these right now have moved a lot, but if you're looking, I'm sure you marked up the ranges from like this area down here and this area over here. It doesn't really matter because we're not really looking for the long-term move. We're just looking for the smaller moves within this area. So even though it's ranging on the higher time frames, it's not a big deal for us because we're looking at the shorter time frames. So like, for example, right here, if you have these marked up here, these zones are somewhat irrelevant because the thing is, if price ends up moving between these areas, so like, see how I marked up that zone right there, and you're too concerned about price ranging. So if you go on the 3-minute and you see this right here, you're gonna get nervous about these trades here because you're not gonna want to take stuff when they get close to these zones. But the thing is, when they break into the zone right here, there's still a lot of area of movement within that area. See, it's gonna break right through it. So I wouldn't be too worried about those zones on the higher time frame. During New York session, there's enough volatility to break right through them. So just keep that in mind when you're analyzing things. But I'll take a look at your message a little later, Kirsten. I saw that you sent a message about you and Rav, so I'll take a look at that shortly when I have some time. All right, so back to what I was looking at over here. There's no entries on the 3-minute. Reason for that's because we already have a buy signal. We already took that trade and it hit full TP. What we need here is we need a retracement down, and then we catch it as it swings back up. So that's what we're looking for here on the 3-minute. Here on the 1-minute, there was a buy signal here, but it was invalid. So we need the same thing here. We need a retracement, and then we catch it as it swings back up. Looking at the 10-minute over here, there was a snipe entry that was available right here. You can see this green candle. It rejected off the pivot and the structure. So with that said, we technically have an active snipe entry running right now, right here. So it hasn't hit full TP yet, but it's about to hit TP1, which is going to be right over here. So I'm just going to mark this up so that we can follow this as TP1. But the full TP is going to be above here. So this is going to be the full move off the 10-minute, if it reaches the full move, which it probably will. But yeah, I mean, this is just going to be our bias here because on the 10-minute, we have a bullish bias. This is perfect because now we can take scalps on the 3-minute for buys. We're mainly looking for buys here, looking at the fundamental side over here as well. The fundamental side is up 40 points. Okay, so Biden revokes and replaces Trump executive orders that ban TikTok. All right, so Biden did some stuff this morning. Maybe that's what affected the market, causes bullish move up. Man, Biden's like, I don't know. I don't have any opinion on Biden, but man, this dude pops out of nowhere. Like, I didn't know he was doing all this stuff, but okay. So he basically accepted TikTok again. So TikTok's cool because Trump did ban it last year. I don't know how that's going to affect the market, but I mean, whatever he did caused volatility in the market, which is good for us because that's all that we want. We just want some volatility in the market so that we can take our scalps. So looking at the fundamentals here, it's starting to push up, which is perfectly fine. That's what we want here. We want the market to push up so that we can catch some more scalps as we continue on. Let me scroll down. Miles is asking, what does SR in SR zone stand for, please? Miles, SR stands for support and resistance. Kimberly's asking, do you teach the strategy live or are they recorded? I do teach them live if you guys want me to show, like if there's a strategy you want me to explain to you, I can do it for you live, but they're all recorded as well, Kimberly. So I know you just signed up. I don't know if you looked at the website, but yeah, I mean, the website has all of the information there. So, oh yeah. So Kimberly, it looks like you didn't sign up for the strategy, so you don't have access to the strategies. I mean, I can show you the strategies and the videos are online, or you can watch any of the live sessions for the past, the past 3 years. If you go on the YouTube channel, so let me just show you real quick. If you go on the YouTube channel and you look at all the videos, I mean, I've been trading live every day, every morning for the past 3 years now. So if you go, or 2 or 3 years. So if you go on the website over here or the YouTube, just go to videos and you can watch any of these live sessions here. Like there's literally endless live sessions for you to watch. And I go live for about like 3 to 5 hours. So there's a lot of videos here to watch if you want to watch them, Kimberly. I did see that you didn't sign up for the strategy, so you don't have access to the indicators or the strategies. So you can't really do it yourself. If you want to upgrade, let me know. You can still upgrade. We can still refund you for your signals. But yeah, I mean, if you want to learn strategies, you're gonna have to get the indicators. There's like no way for you to do it without it. I mean, you can try. I've seen a lot of people try to apply the strategy without the K2 indicators. It usually doesn't end well because you need the momentum indicator. You need pretty much the whole package to understand how to do what we're doing here, because it takes out the guesswork. You can do it by hand, but it's going to be a lot difficult. It's going to be a lot more difficult for you to actually get things down properly, especially if you don't know what we're doing here to begin with. So yeah, I mean, you can watch the videos and learn the strategies there, or if you have a strategy you want me to teach you, I can teach it to you, but it's not going to make a difference because you don't have the indicators, so you wouldn't be able to apply it anyways. Let me scroll up real quick and see if there's anything else that I am. So Patricia is asking about the potential gold strategy. I'm not working on it, Patricia. It's something that Ivan's working on. So I probably wouldn't, I can't explain it to you because I don't even know it myself. I mean, I know it, but I don't really know it that well. So I'll have to ask Ivan if he's okay with sharing it. And then we'll probably have to go over it before I can share it with you, because I'm not working on it myself, Patricia. So Ivan he's one of the members in the group. And he's been doing pretty good. Like, so Ivan, I don't know if you mind if I share your results here, but Ivan, he's really particular with his results, and he's really accurate with what he's been working on. So just looking at, let me see if I can pull it up over here. Where's the, sorry, I always mix up the, our messages here. Yeah, Ivan said people just need to be careful with it because it's burned him many times. Yeah, because that's why I don't trade gold myself. It does burn us a lot. Okay, perfect. So Ivan just sent me his results here. So Ivan, you can see he broke down this strategy here. It's a gold strategy on the 3-minute on open. It's basically the breakout strategy. You can see he's been using the smaller targets here, 250 to 500. He has a 80% win rate. Overall, for June, he had an 85% win rate, May 85% win rate, April 80% win rate, March 70% win rate, and then February 80% win rate, right? So the shorter time frames work better, but he has 85% win rate for June so far. For the higher time frames, it starts to get a little choppy, right? The big moves here, obviously the win rate is very low because the market isn't really, this strategy isn't meant for the bigger move. It's a scalp strategy. So looking here, it goes from an 80% win rate to a 60% win rate. If you go too small, if you go even, it'll be about 60% win rate. And then right here, it starts to balance out, right? So looking at this here, let me just show you real quick, Patricia. I guess I can show you since Ivan gave us permission. So looking at this over here, here's a 3-minute. I'll just pull up gold over here. And this is just a glimpse of the strategy, right? I'm not really going to be going over this in specific. It's just going to be a quick little run through. how how Ivan does it. So basically, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ivan. I think I have it down for the most part, but I might have it wrong. So if you need to correct me, feel free. But let me just go ahead and turn everything off here because I don't think Ivan uses any of this stuff here. Obviously, you can like add more indicators to increase the win rate. But basically what Ivan does is he does the same thing we do for our breakout entry here. So basically, here's 6:30 right here. When this candle closes, he I'm not, hey Ivan, is it on the 6:30 candle close or is it 6:33? I just want to confirm. Okay, 6:30 open. Okay, so like right on open. So off this candle right here, when the candle opens right here, if the pivot 3 is above the pivot 4, then you take the buy. So from right here, Ivan would take this for a buy. And then he would go for 250 pips right there. Stop loss is about 500. This is the one that has the highest win rate. He takes the trade there and then full TP. So if he applied the strategy this morning, you would have had full TP off that trade there, trading gold, using the strategy that Ivan has created, using the K2 indicators. Same situation over here. So this is the 8th, 6:30 over here. Okay, so 6:30 over here. Same situation. When the pivot, the pivot 4 is above the pivot 3, he takes a sell. So same situation again right here. 250, stop loss is 500. He runs this over here, and then he runs it, and then full TP. So if you took this strategy yesterday and today, they both would have hit full TP. Let's check how it was on, what is this, Tuesday? So on the 7th over here, same situation. I think it's like 100% win rate. I don't know if your win rate was different on this, Ivan, but I looked at it. It looks like you might have a 100% win rate for this this month so far. So here's the one from I think Tuesday. So same situation here. Pivot 3 is above pivot 4. Again, right there, we let this run. Full TP. So if you took any of these entries here using this gold strategy that Ivan created with the K2 indicators, it looks like they all would have hit full TP for this week. So that's great work, Ivan. I'm glad that you created this because this is something that we can definitely use to make more profits, right? We have a ton of strategies here and they all work. Again, same situation right here. And Ivan's just a normal member in K2. He's like a member that just joined us like a couple months ago and he figured this out and it works perfectly fine. Another full TP. So if you took any of these entries here for gold this week using Ivan's his gold strategy that he created, they all hit full TP, it looks like, for this week. I didn't go that far back. I'm not going to go and explain the whole strategy because this is still a work in progress, but looking at this here, they all hit full TP. So great work, Ivan. And Ivan's just a normal member. He's not a coder here. He's not one of our like strategy testers. He just wanted to find something that works for gold. We worked together to figure out something that works, and Ivan pretty much mastered it. So great work, Ivan. This is definitely something I'll be looking into, when I have some time. So nice work, Ivan. All right, cool. Let me just scroll up real quick. All right, so I think that's it for those questions right there. Let me just scroll back over to US 30 and see if there's any other entries here that we could possibly take. All right, so no entries here yet. The only entry that we possibly have coming up would be the 1 minute. There's nothing here on the 3 minute. 1 minute looks like, this would be the next entry over here. So this looks pretty solid. This is going to be the 10 minute here. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. I have my alert set up, so if it does come up, I'll be able to take the trade. But I think as of now, there just really isn't much for us to hop into. Let me scroll up real quick and see. Kenny said, "How can I make $1 million when the market is not moving?" Right, Kenny. Yeah, Roman said life would be too easy. Let me scroll down real quick. Roman said, "Shawn, how do you feel about Bitcoin?" Do you think it's going to dip to 20K like everyone says? Here, I'll pull it up for you. Let's see. So let's go to Bitcoin real quick. So let me scroll back a little bit. Let's pull up the zones. Let's go on the daily. Let's delete this. So there's a zone right here. Okay, so if price breaks below the zone right here, Roman, then yeah, it can probably drop pretty far down because the next zone is super far down here. So I think the key area to be looking out for would be this zone right here. So price, because it looks like prices like failed to break this zone right here. But if price ends up breaking below here, that's where, yeah, you know, Roman, if it breaks below here, then yeah, it'll continue dropping from what I see. Because this is it's a critical support right here, right? It hasn't touched this, well, it touched this zone back in May, but it hasn't touched this zone since January, and then before that, December. So from this area over here, you know, there's a lot of I mean, there's just, this is going to be the key zone right here. This will be the determination whether it bounces off this point and shoots back up, or if it breaks below and then it continues dropping, you know, even further. So yeah, Roman, if you're looking at Bitcoin, I mean, it's a speculative asset, right? We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if like Elon Musk is going to be like, oh, I support Bitcoin, and then it just skyrockets again, right? This is why I don't really mess with cryptos, because, you know, there's just so much room for manipulation where it's just, I trade what I know. And I know US 30 like the back of my hand. That's why this is all I trade. And this is why we continue to profit off this every day. Bitcoin, on the other hand, it's all speculation. So I can't really say what's going to happen, but if it does break below here, following my techniques, I think it's definitely going to drop even further. So just to keep that in mind, if you're wondering. So other than that, let me scroll over here real quick and see if there's anything else that I'm missing. Nice, Tommy got him. Let's see. Yeah, Kenny, if you want to have the full package, it's normally 200, but I think since you're probably located in the UK, you have that VAT tax, which is you know, it's just it's a mandatory tax that I have no control over. So that's probably why it shows that much. But yeah, Kenny, that includes pretty much everything. It includes the live Zoom calls. It includes the group mentoring sessions. It includes the indicators. It includes the strategies. It includes everything. So if you have that, you should be able to to profit on your own and learn these strategies on your own time, if you wanted to, you know, which is obviously beneficial, because you can see other people here in the group. Like a lot of you guys here lock in like way more profit than me. Like just looking at everyone's profits over here, like I locked in about 3,000 on my account, right? Kyle locked in about the same. Let's see who locked in more than me today. I know some of you guys did lock in more profit than me today, I think. Let me see if I could find someone here, because yeah, some of you guys, oh yeah, so Deswell, he locked in 7,000, right? I'm only up 3,000 for the day per account. It combined, I'm up about 6,000, but Deswell on one account, he's up 7,000. So if you guys learn the strategy, you know how to do everything on your own, you can make way more profit than the trades that I'm just giving to you guys here on the live session. So other than that, Lamar is asking, does anyone know the 10-minute full TP target? So Lamar, I'm assuming you're talking about the snipe strategy, right? So you're talking about the snipe strategy. It will be 3,000 or 34,697. That's going to be full TP. 34,697. The TP1 is going to be at 34,672, but that already hit. So if you guys were holding this earlier and you guys rode it to that point, you know, this actually already hit TP1. And I'll give you guys the update here if you guys are wondering, because some of you guys don't have the indicators and you guys don't know how the strategy works. So you guys might be a little confused, but this technically hit TP1 right there. I don't think I set an alert for it, but it technically you know, it technically hit TP1 right there. So let me just give you guys a little update right here. For you guys who are following it, that haven't been following along, a lot of you guys sometimes you guys just want to know if it hit TP1 or not, so you guys know when to close out of your trade. So I'll just give you guys that update there. But yeah, that's the TPs for that one, Lamar. Perfect. Yeah, no, definitely got you. Let me just scroll down real quick and see what else I'm missing over here. Roman said, hey, what's up, Steven? How's it going, bro? Yeah, I haven't talked to you in a while. It's been a cool minute, but it looks like you're still locking in some pretty massive profits, dude. So Roman said, Shawn's trick is seeing into the future. Perhaps he has a time machine. Yeah, no, exactly right, Roman. Short Scene said, the consistency of K2 is pretty good. Yeah, I try to be as consistent as possible. Hey, Raid, morning. Roman's asking, how much time do you spend charting daily? Do you trade evenings too, Shawn? I don't really spend any time charting at all, Roman. All the charting I do, like the only time I'm on the charts is when I'm here on live with you guys. I don't really spend any time charting because that's why we have the K2 indicators here, right? You know, a lot of people take like hours and hours to draw these zones. But for me, I have the K2 indicators. That's why I created these indicators to make trading efficient. Because basically, instead of me doing all the work that I normally do, I just created indicators here where I just click this on and I'm like, oh, there's zones all over here. So while people are taking like hours and hours to draw zones, I'm just turning this on and I'm like, oh, perfect. I got zones everywhere right here and I don't have to do any work, right? So yeah, the time that I put into drawing these into charting, I don't put any time into charting at all, Roman. You know, keep in mind that I've been trading for almost 11 years now, or about 11 years. So this is easy to me. It's like it's like language that you learn, and like I know how to read these charts. So it doesn't take me very long to analyze things. So me personally, it doesn't really make me, it doesn't really change anything for me. I can just pull up the chart and I can analyze things within a few seconds. Like if you wanted me to analyze any pair, like if you could give me any pair, I'll analyze it for you and I can do it within a few seconds. It doesn't take me that long. So short answer to your question is I don't spend any time on the charts, only when I'm trading, but that's only because I have, you know, the experience to do that. Obviously for you, it's probably not going to be that easy, but for me, like I'm on the charts every day. So this is like easy to me. It's like fun to me. It's a game. So yeah, if you have any questions, I can analyze stuff for you. It's just for me personally, I don't spend any time on the charts like that. All right, cool. All right, yeah. So I'm just seeing that you guys had like side conversations in the group. But yeah, Roman, if you have any asset that you want me to analyze, like you can give me any random asset. It could be something that nobody's ever analyzed before, and I can analyze it for you and just show you what I do. It's not really that difficult. And this is the process that I teach you guys if you guys are in K2. Because if you guys are in K2, this is, you know, you guys will learn how to pretty much you know, do what I'm doing, because I pretty much give you guys a blueprint. Like I literally give you guys exactly the same process I do for everything. And that's why everyone here locks in as much profit as I do, if not more, because I only trade in the morning and everyone else trades all throughout the day. So if you look at everyone's profits over here, let me just go over here. So this is from today, right? So from today, you can see that like Ivardius, he trades Bitcoin and cryptos. I don't trade cryptos at all, but he applies the same principles that I use to cryptos, and he locks in like some massive profits. You know, same with Shaqui over here. He traded US 30 all night because he's located on the other side of the world and I'm sleeping, but he's making all these profits. And he messages me like, I know it's little, but I covered my monthly subscription one day. And he's like laughing about it because he just joined K2 yesterday. He's like pretty brand new to trading and he's made enough to cover his subscription to K2 with just one day's trading. So, you know, obviously, like if you guys learn this stuff here, you guys can do pretty well for yourself and not have to rely on my signals pretty much all throughout the day. And that's my goal here, guys. My goal here is to make sure that you guys are all profitable. That's pretty much it. So let's see, Kyle over here, he just sent me his profits. Nice. Kyle made 202 off that US 30 buy. Congrats, Kyle. And you're on point, dude. Pretty much doubling your pay, bro. Like your your normal daily pay from work and from trading. Straight into that point there. So let me see if there's anything else that I'm missing over here. If you guys are sending me questions, I'll respond to you guys a little later. I'm just not going to look at any of these personal stuff right now as we move forward with these trades here. Mark said, should I move my stop loss? And Rick said, as someone who's actually passed the challenge. Yeah, no, Rick's funny, man. If you guys are in the group, you guys know Rick. Rick's got some of the funniest jokes in the group here. All right, nice. Now you guys are good. All right, cool. So if you guys have any other profits you guys want to share with me, go ahead and send them over. Otherwise, I'll try to look for some more trades here, but I don't really see much happening. Looks like US 30 kind of flattened out. There's not really much going on. You know, I don't mind hanging around this live session with you guys, and I can answer any question that you guys have. But if we don't have many questions, then, you know, we'll probably just sit on the session for a little longer, see if there's any other entries, and then we'll probably call it a day. Because we do have news coming up at 10, I believe. Yeah, 10:01, we have the 10-year bond auction. I mean, we'll have to wait and see where this ends up going, but the US 30 market's like super flat right now. And when it's super flat like this, me personally, I prefer just not to trade because, you know, if you trade when the market's like this, like you're literally risking your whole account for like, to be either stopped out or to hit profit target. Because the thing is, if the market is just here, I'll just show you what I mean by this. This is like a short squeeze, right? Or not a short squeeze, but it's just a squeeze in general. So looking at this right here, you can see that the market's just getting squeezed, right? So if I turn this off right here, turn off the pivots and turn this off too, price is just consolidating, right? It's squeezing, it's getting tighter and tighter. So like if you look at this here, I mean, it's just getting tighter and tighter. So like as it continues to squeeze through here, it might continue on even further. It'll just continue on even further. What could happen is if you enter a buy, price can easily spike down. If you enter a sell, price can easily spike up. So in situations like this, I prefer to just sit out the market and not trade, because last thing you want to do is enter a trade because you think it's going one direction and then it just spikes one way or the other. And then you just get screwed and you get upset because you're like, yeah, I should have just set out the market like Shawn said, right? So I'll keep watching with you guys, but if I don't see anything really worth taking, then I'll probably just sit out the market. Yeah, Emmanuel said I might be done almost noon and now we're going sideways. I agree. Possible buy entry here if this ends up closing, but I don't know if it's one that I would personally want to take. So we'll see. Let me just scroll up real quick. Miles said, how high do you think US 30 will go today based on your analysis? I mean, we really don't know, Miles. You can't really, we don't know because the market's like going sideways, right? If it was going directional, yeah, we can probably determine, but there's no, we don't predict price, Miles. I think that's like something that I think you might be confused with. We don't predict where price is going to go long term. For these scalps here, these are all like short-term moves. Obviously, we're predicting price to go to like this certain area to hit our TP. Like that's where we want it to go, but we're not predicting it to go to that point. That's why we have a TP1 here, because when price reaches this point, you're supposed to move your stop loss to that area so that you guarantee profits, you know. But we're not really predicting price is gonna, I'm not like, oh, price is gonna go to like 34,700 today, right? I don't do any of that stuff because most of the time when people do that stuff, they're usually wrong, right? Unless there's like a certain area over here where they have like determined like there's an order block or something. I don't have any order blocks on my chart right now off the 10-minute. The order block was down here and that's what pushed the price up. But I don't see any other order blocks here for the downside. Well, from my perspective right here, from what I have marked up, I don't have anything marked up from this area. So I don't really, I mean, it can go as high as it wants, you can go as low as it wants, but I think that's the wrong way of thinking, Miles. I think you should stop thinking that way, where you're trying to, you know, have a price point where you're trying to look for, because with the market conditions right now, market's slow. And the thing is, if Biden speaks in like an hour or so, we don't know if Biden's going to speak, because he did, you know, he did do this right here. about a couple minutes ago. Let's see. So he did this about a few minutes ago. We don't know if he's going to go for a press conference and, explain why he did this. So the thing is, if Biden comes and talks, he can easily spike price up or down. Right. So that's why I don't think that you should really be anticipating price to go to a certain area. You should just read price as it goes, like as it moves along, and then adjust your analysis from there. We're never one-sided. We're not always like, oh, it's going to go all the way up or it's going to go all the way down, because this can easily come up here and then come back down from this point right here as well. So just keep that in mind, Miles. Don't keep yourself limited to one type of analysis. You just got to keep analyzing it as it continues to move along. Yeah, Patricia said, yes, definitely don't like the sideways movement, getting danger time right now. All sorts of stuff happens from 11 Eastern to 1 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I agree, Patricia. That's usually why I get off the session at 8 o'clock, right? It's already 8:14, so I'm already overpassed my schedule. I'm usually off by now, because this is usually where the market starts to get a little crazy. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions, feel free to put your questions in the chat. Otherwise, if we don't have any other questions, I think I'll be logging off from this live session. I mean, we had a pretty good day, no losses. So what I recommend is to wrap up the day in the positive and not risk it. I mean, if you guys want to trade, feel free, because I do see you guys trade when I get off the session. You guys still lock in a ton of profit. But, for me, I'm a very conservative trader. If I'm happy with my profits for the day, which, I mean, you guys would be happy with my profits today too, right? Looking at this here. So here's my first account right here. I'll just add this for you guys here so you guys can see what I made for today, and you guys can see why I'm content with just stop trading for the day. So 3,212 point, 3,212.36 plus 3,212.35. I'm up 6,424.71. So as you guys can tell, this is why I'm not really inclined to keep trading, right? Because the thing is, if I have one loss, there goes 3,000 right there, and then I just lose half my profit. So sometimes you guys got to be smart about it. In some situations, it's better just not to trade and conserve your capital for a better trading day, or keep trading and risk it. But you guys got to understand the risk. If you guys lose a trade, you guys can't be mad at it because you already understood that market was risky. So yeah, other than that, I think I'm done for the day, guys. I don't see any questions. So let's see. Nice. Shonda just sent her profits over here. Shonda said she's done for the day. She locked in 328. Nice work, Shonda. And she traded NASDAQ. Look at her, man. She's like the NASDAQ queen over here. She took how many trades? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. About 14 trades here for NASDAQ. One loss. Nice work, Shonda. You killed it. Yeah, super on point with that right there. Miles over here as well. Miles is up $742 for the day. So all you guys did pretty good. Nonstop wins all day. Kyle said, I still want to trade. Yeah, Kyle, I mean, you could keep trading. Let me see if I could find this entry right here. I'm not going to take this trade, so this is at your own risk, guys. It hasn't closed yet. Yeah, so no entry off that. This is why it becomes risky, because sometimes people will enter the trade a little early, and then the signal will disappear. And then when it disappears, you're like, damn, you entered a trade that wasn't even there yet, right? So what I recommend, Kyle, if you want to keep trading, or maybe, it might be a little too risky for you, but if you do, I would just wait for this candle right here to close. But keep in mind that this is going to be a risky trade. Just, make sure that you have that in the back of your head, that this could possibly not be as smooth as you think. Let me just check the index over here real quick. The index is up 33 points. It's up 40 points. There just hasn't been much going on in the market. Usually this is up 100 points or negative 100 points. Today, there just isn't much moving it. So it's up 44 points right there. The signal disappeared again, so there's no entry. Or maybe there is. All right, there's your entry right there, Kyle. If you want to take it, be careful, man. If you take this trade, I'm not going to take it because I'm done for the day. I'm just gonna I'm enjoying my profits, and I'm just gonna let this. Yeah, Kyle said, yeah, I can wait. Yeah, I suggest you just wait, Kyle. It's just market's just too choppy. If you guys want to take this trade, feel free. But this is an unofficial trade. This is a risky trade, so keep that in mind. If you're using it, use proper lot size or use a smaller lot size. But other than that, guys, I think that's it. So if you guys have any other questions, feel free to reach out on Telegram. I got like a ton of messages here to get through anyways. So I'm going to be on this for a while to answer everyone's questions. So if you guys have questions, feel free to message me on Telegram. Just keep in mind that it might take at least 24 hours for me to get to you, because I do have like 300 emails to get to from the weekend as well, since I wasn't at my desk this weekend. So if you guys have questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I will catch you guys during tomorrow's live session. So I'll be back here tomorrow morning. If you guys haven't already, if you guys can like the stream on your way out, that'll definitely help us continue to grow this channel and find more people that need help trading. So other than that, if this hits CP, congrats to you guys. I'll just send an alert there, and I'll give you guys an update if it does hit CP, which it probably will. 1 minute scalp. There you go, full TP. Damn. So Kyle, if you took that trade right there, there goes your full TP. Unfortunately, I didn't take it. I should have just taken it with you guys, but I'll give you guys the update in the chat for you guys who did take it, because I know some of you guys do appreciate those updates for whoever took it, even though I didn't take it myself. All right, so there's an update for you guys. I'm all done for the day, and I'm going to log off. So catch you guys in the morning, and I'll see you guys for the next live session. So have a great morning, guys.